I woke up in cold sweats. I am pretty sure I've closed everything properly. But there's always that one nagging feeling that I might not close the fridge door properly. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Totas Battler in the UK and at Man with Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Good morning Ayumu, how are you feeling today?
Pretty alright.
Yeah, thank goodness you're at least better than me.
Why?
I'm still fighting the anxiety of whether I actually close that fridge door or not. Yeah, that's been having lots of anxiety with doors recently.
Oh, so did I.
Yeah.
I told you about the broken bathroom door.
Oh yeah. So did you?
I mean, it's
got to
fine now.
fix
It's
it?
open now. No, but like we still have to find like a new door.
And then imagine if you do it like in that one internet video. You bought a new door and then it turns out it was like way shorter than your actual like the door. What do you call the door slot again? Like the doorway. Like basically
What? Strike?
Hmm?
What? What is?
So basically, you know that there's that hole in the wall for the door. How do you call that? I never have to refer to that, so I don't know how to call that. So basically,
Yeah. I think we just call it the strike.
That's right. Oh.
Yeah, the strike.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So basically, like, yeah, imagine that you bought the door, but it's like way shorter, and then like, huh? No wonder.
No, it wouldn't happen like that. Like all the doors are standard in the UK. Or like in general, like it's standard in the country. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So like if you buy a new door, it should be like German standard as well. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. I didn't know what happened. It was kind of like a black box in Germany, like because usually the engineering company are the ones who ordered the doors. The worst part is always when they ordered the doors, it doesn't come yet, and then like they already like took off my old door. Yeah, I think like I told this story before, but like it was like 2 weeks of like pretty much just pure pain. Especially it was like very near to Christmas, so like they took their sweet time, drinking their mulled wine, opening their presents while my back door was fully open. The kids were like at their rowdiest, and then like they just came in and like called us names because they don't really understand like what racism is yet.
Yeah. Don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I still got so many cases where like, actually no, it just happened to me and Enoch the other day, and also Fish, Mr. Fisher with us.
Yep.
Yeah, we were literally on the street walking back home, and then we just like let out the way for some kids with the bicycle to pass by.
Yep.
Like they were fine, but then like they went past us and they just went arigato in the most British accent ever.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh well.
Oh well. This is our life now. We're Japanese now.
We're Japanese. I got konnichiwa on like a few years ago as well.
I know, right? And I don't know how to feel about it because they always say ni hao to me, which is 50% correct. So I don't know how to feel about that. Because I don't think I can even. Because like you know, sometimes like when I meet like actual Chinese, sometimes I do wanted to test like if my Chinese is really that bad already, and then like I tried to talk with when I was like in the German language school, like when we had like free time, I had like a little conversation with my like Chinese classmates, and then yeah, I tried to say some words, and then they were like, "What the fuck did you just say?" You were like, your German was garbage, but like I cannot comprehend like even an inch of like a like the millimeter of your Mandarin. Just speak German, bro.
Nah, Theo. You were just too shit
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
on Mandarin. That's why you still don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I skip and learn Japanese to like A1 level. Like, how do I go that far? Just because back then I was like in middle school. No, I was still in elementary, and then like one of my direct neighbor is a Mandarin teacher. And of course, my mom had a school, so they kind of work together. Okay, then I'll rent the room. You can like do the classes in my school like during the weekends. Okay, and then because she did that, of course, my mom just told me to join that class. And for the longest time, I was the only struggling student. Don't know why. It's just maybe because I am kind of like I'm a little bit tone deaf, so like I can't really like get the tones in the words. Like it doesn't really flow in my head. Like I can do like one single word like ma. Yeah, I can kind of do it, but like when I have to do it in like a string of sentence, then yeah, it kind of just fall apart. I can't really tone it correctly. Yeah, I think that's why kind of like also like why, on top of like me being a weeb, like why I kind of like got gravitated more towards Japanese. It's just because it's a little bit more forgiving. Of course, like if you talk to like an actual Japanese, like an old Japanese guy, like the tones will probably be as important as the context. Like I guess like if you are talking to someone who are like more open to like talking to foreigners, will probably make more effort to kind of like infer what you actually mean.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be as much of a problem. But yeah, I guess that's just so yeah, that's kind of feels much better because like you kind of get to the point where it is acceptable, not really where you are fluent, but like acceptable like really quickly. But I feel like in Mandarin, it is kind of like a more higher. It is kind of like harder to begin, but like probably like once you get like the hang of it, like the rest should be kind of like just kind of like adjusting yourself to the language kind of thing. Because like yeah, I mean like I was like in the basic level for like the whole of my Mandarin learning career, so I wasn't exposed to like the sentence structures and everything. Then like the sentence structure is like kind of well, I wouldn't say basic, but like the one that I got were like pretty much still the basic. So don't know if there's any complicated grammars beyond that, because I can't even master the basics. So feel like yeah, that if I master the basics, I think like the rest would be probably manageable. But yeah, it's not like Japanese where like the very basic is like really manageable, and then you can kind of like say things and then like, okay, so now here's the grammar. Oh shit! Now it's a freaking hockey stick.
Bruh.
But yeah, that's as someone who speaks like Mandarin as your second first language. Like, what do you think about like how is? Well, not really. Is Mandarin your second first language, or is it your second language actually?
It's like it's technically my third language actually.
Yeah.
Because I learned Cantonese, well, arguably English first, then Cantonese, and then Mandarin at school. So yeah.
So yeah, do you think like the sentence structure is like what is like beyond that first like oh my god, why do I remember that? Why do I remember that stupid pun? Because like like my friend used to date this girl from like North Indonesia who is like they're usually more attuned to their Chinese culture. So I think like he made a pun. So like all this watermelon, but where is my watermelon? So
What?
yeah, Watamere. Yeah, it's basically my beautiful person. Watamere. I remember. I already forgot
God.
everything.
Oh my god. No, I get what you mean.
Mhm.
Freaking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a harsh part of my life. But again, this is not a language podcast. We got carried away with the tangent. But today we are talking about a very, very hype event that happened last weekend. I never thought I would be this hype for this much of the regional final for Battle Spirits Championship in Japan.
Yippee.
Yeah, actually, probably should load the logo because I always forgot about that. But yeah, it's basically the Japan final. It is just like the one. It is like the one that we do commentary on, which is the Indonesia regional final. So this is on the same level. If you are from Saga, this is basically the Pro Tour, the last stage before the World Championship, pretty much. And yeah, this is also like pretty much the first and only major tournament after PS75 is released as well. So just to like put it on a very not nuanced, very short summary, this tournament is like the wet dream of like the producers, but pretty much. And we will see why soon. But it will also be interesting because like also in March we don't have any major releases. Or like the Asia final, which is the World Championship for Battle Spirits, will also be pretty much in the same card pool. But now that we already kind of like know what the cards in the BS75 can do, it will pretty much be very much of a wild card of which deck will come on top. Like even I converse with my friends who are like going to the World Championship, and yeah, their choices are like, wow, you are going with that. Interesting choice. That's a very strong choice, and I support that.
I support that until you lose.
Nah, I mean, like, I think like the fun part about the grand final is because you do have like a more kind of like, how do I put this? You kind of have clearer boundary of like which player comes from where, so you can kind of like, it is kind of like the sport, like the world sporting events as well. So like, yep, you can either support your friends or you can support your people from your country. Although, as usual, it is kind of like heavily like the matchup will be heavily favoring the Japanese players because we have 32 players playing in the grand final. 16 out of the 32, which is 50% of that, are going to be from Japan. 16 are going to be from Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and Hong Kong. Very fair.
It's the whole world versus Japan.
Exactly. We'll be looking forward to the Southeast Asian team bringing back I say Southeast Asian, but like I feel like somehow in my head, whenever I say Southeast Asian, it's always like the countries under World of Cards, so Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. Yeah, we need to unite with Thailand as well eventually. Increase our chances, because if we include Thailand as well, I think we have like 6. I think we have 10 out of the 16 or something. I think like Thailand has either 2 or 4. Thailand should have 4, right? Because they are pretty big enough. I think they have the info somewhere in the website. So if my information is wrong, then you can correct me in the comments down below. But yeah, I was like staying up late to edit some stuff, and then I was like, yeah, I might check it out a little bit. And I thought like I will definitely like stay up because I remember they will announce the anime at some point, and then I checked the information again, and it was the grand final, so it's still next month. Yeah, so that will not happen for now. So we have to wait until the grand final. So, how does the tournament look? So we do have also 32 players, even more. I think like the Japan final has way more players. I think I should have counted this beforehand, so it's 30.
It's like 61
Yeah.
here.
Ooh. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then yeah, this is looking. If this was made into a chart, this will be looking like a Yu-Gi-Oh! S chart. Because we do have like out of that 61, 30% of pretty much 30% of the players are using Chaos. So like this is pretty much what the developer will have intended. So we have 23 Chaos, we have 4 Indra, we have 2 Night Contracts supposedly, but like they mistakenly put this Argent Contract instead. Then we have 1 Crimson Contract. So we have 3, 11, 34. So half of the players are using like decks from the new set. But also we have lots of like stuff that comes from the past. So we have Hit Contract still going strong. We have Wave Contract finally making a wave. And we have Spectre Contract as the aggro options as well. Yeah, that is pretty much.
Spectre Contract has been around for a while. It's kind of like White Aggro in Saga, where it's like it's always at the tables, but it rarely makes it to the top kind of thing. Yeah. So it's not surprising to see it actually. Wave Contract, for those who forgot about it, it's literally Petite Shark.
Yep.
Yeah, which is banishing the opposite deck. Kind of similar to Poseidon, but a bit slower, I would say. Kind of not. Yeah, kind of slower, yeah.
Kind of slower,
it's
but
pretty
more
decent
stable,
though,
yeah.
because Eno has a Wave Contract deck, and that was really fun.
Oh yeah, Amami also had one, and then we played it when it first came out, and it's like, I never thought I would have this much fun like playing Mill. I thought Mill was supposed to be disgusting. But then again, I enjoyed Poseidon, so that kind of says a lot about myself. I think like when the Mill is not direct, like not just outright like discarding 30, I guess like it's kind of fun, like because you don't know if you are going to survive yourself. And with Poseidon, you can kind of like build a chain.
It's like you put more effort into
Yeah.
maintaining the game state and just trying to stall, and then Mew 13 one turn. Look at that name at the top right there, Castle Golem.
Exactly. This is the card that has been from BS number 3.
I thought it was 4.
4, yeah. Then
because like 3 is Titus.
Yeah. So 71 sets. 71 sets and still going strong.
No, it was really funny as well. Like we got some returning players when this happened, and one of them literally asked, "Is that Castle Golem like a new one?" And then like we're like, "No." And she was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my goodness, that was actually really funny.
Yeah, it's nice to see Mitra in there as well, because I do think Mitra is like a decent deck. Yeah, well, we got the usual stuff. Balone, we got Dan.
Yeah.
Nyx. And then we got the rush options is at Ninja Gale as well.
Yeah.
And then like everyone just like gave up on Galaxian after the ban list.
Yeah.
Look at how gay is looking there.
Yeah, how the mighty have fallen. Like previously it will be like 30% Galaxian, and then now it's just gone.
Yeah, he was like the Sigma male. And now it's gay.
No.
But just so you guys know, that is still Galaxian loops.
Oh yeah, they fixed it. They fixed something that was supposed to be gone forever.
Yeah, my friend fixed it. It was so funny.
Oh no.
27 life burn in one turn. Why not?
Please stop with that. That's cringe.
Oh my god. Yeah, like we were also saying, like this is like just like the beginning of the meta because how to say it? It's obviously happens when like the news that just comes out. So like people are still testing around with some cards. So it's like there are a lot of chaos, but like you can see how like a lot of them just fell off.
Yeah.
It's like, and then like when we analyze the games later, like it will also partly be due to like the lack of experiences on using the deck. I would say because like there are definitely a lot more improvement can be done there. So like we were saying that's like so like because this is technically like the second wave of qualifiers, right? Like there should be some players who already qualify for the worlds.
Oh no. So this is basically like all the players that went to top 16, they are all going to qualify for worlds.
So wait, but before the Japan final, did have anyone qualify for worlds already?
From other countries, yes. Japan, no.
Not from Japan.
Not from
Okay.
Japan, yes.
Yeah, well, our point still kind of stand, but like it was different than what we thought. But like, you know, like these players, like this is not. We were saying like this is not the true meta that we will see because like obviously these players is still competing to actually go into the world championship. But those who are already qualified, they would be hooking something up to counter this meta that we're looking at right now. So to counter the chaos, possibly to counter the bashing down from C50, stuff like that.
Yep.
Which would be very interesting to see. It's the same with any kind of competitive games. Pokemon, same thing as well. Like the good players who doesn't have to compete, they will be hiding the sources. Until when world comes in.
Yep.
Yeah. So that I would say like it will be drastically different when Worlds Championship happens. Yeah.
It's definitely something to look forward to next month. Going to try to take a leave for that day so we can concentrate on watching the whole thing. Yeah. Hopefully we can see Indonesia in the top table. We would really love to see that. So yeah. Out of the 61 players, 16 players advance to the top 16. So also to the World Championship. So we'll see pretty much the lineup for that one. Which we do see like lots of chaos falling down, but there's still like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left out of the 23.
Yeah, there were like 9 chaos in top 16, which was crazy.
I know, right? If one wrong step and then it will be like a mirror match fest.
There's only like 2 mirror games in the top 16.
Yes.
2 chaos mirror. They basically ate each other out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we love to see. Like, yep, all these meta decks, let them fight each other. So that when we see like who is going to represent that deck, like it's actually like hopefully like the best player.
Also, just a disclaimer, especially to those who are only listening to us and not watching on YouTube, we will be discussing about the finals, assuming our listeners have also watched the stream.
Yep.
So if you haven't done that yet, we'll just leave a link below, and then you can also you can like watch it first.
Yes.
You can also kind of watch it alongside what we're talking about. I guess I don't know. But yeah, it's like I think for this episode, it's best if you do some homework first.
Yeah.
Watch the Japan final.
Yeah, or you can just listen to us like hyping it up, I guess.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, but truthfully, like after I watch everything, like I wish I could have just I wish they would just done the League of Legends things and Legends thing, and basically just allow us to come there, like buy a seat and then like watch it live. I would have really, if I were to watch everything live, I would Probably like after that I would have to go and destroy a car or something. I kind of get it now because like I come from Surabaya, which in Indonesia, which our football team supporter was very well known to destroy the whole city after every match, like whether we win or not. Yeah, I kind of get it now. I mean, like, I am not particularly displeased, but like out of like with all the euphoria, I feel like I have so much extra energy that I have to drag it somewhere destructively. Kind of get it now. Don't destroy public properties out of hype though. That's just to describe the feeling.
Lamau.
Yeah, and of course, to support that hype, the first matchup that they pick is one with the Baroni, actually, with the Baroni. What was it again? Astral deity. So it is pretty much the art machine gacha of the new world. With a Kishin Dog LT, of course, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, so we are. So the first match that was showcased is the fifth place Deck-chan
Yeah.
versus
The oh wait, why is it not? Oh yeah, I turned off my keyboard. That's why it's not.
Lamau versus the 12th place Kulo.
Yeah. Who is using the red astral deity? So this is
literally lore accurate.
Exactly. This is the lore accurate matchup. This is the if you watch Battle Spirits Brave, this is a wet dream. This is like, oh my god, they're literally like making the anime in real life right now. And not
it gets even better later.
Exactly. And not only I mean like Kuro did a really good job on the showmanship because like he didn't only bring Dun and then he managed to hit the Barone matchup. He also attacked with Pledra and then sacrificed that Pledra to summon Shintress. Such to upload Dragon. I was like, he did the anime thing. He did the thing.
He did the thing.
Yeah. And not to mention like his build as well, it's not really like totally like Dan's build, but that's like he brings like one Shine Blazer, he brings like one Mega Python, like those are like the cards that Dan chooses, and then like he brings like one of each, and then like, normally I will be looking at this and then what is this Amabia S looking deck? Like it's just bring like all the random one-offs and then like, yeah, this is actually makes sense. This is what Dan will do, definitely. It's just missing the Rising Upload Dragon, but I guess like Dan also kind of gave up Rising Upload Dragon after he got Sachi to Upload Dragon, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the first game is pretty interesting. It's well, that was sarcastic because it ended in 2 turns.
Yeah, but again, like gameplay wise, it ended really fast. But like I don't know why. This is this whole tournament is just like, to sum it up, it is the most fun I had. Like seeing someone like one-sidedly beating someone else up. This is just. Yeah, this is like
it's just crazy how like, you know, he plays down Dan on the first turn. It's like, you know what, core charge, let's add 2 extra costs to hand, and then also it's 4 cores in total because like whoever thought that Fire Paradise to add 1 more core on it.
Yep, they tried to fix Shining Galaxy LT and then like they made it on the same level.
It was interesting. It was interesting to see though, like how Kuro plays the deck. It's like because like personally for me, you know, I would be like going for consistency. You know, trying to deploy more Nessuses maybe. You know, stuff like that. But like no, he decided to just activate the contrast skill. Well, I mean to be fair, he does have to activate the contrast skill anyway. And then he chose to summon Falcon Arms LT instead, just like try to filter more cards, which actually makes sense. Like you can see like later on as well in this games, that's how he he would rather go for speed than stability, basically.
Yes. Yeah, and he got rewarded for that.
Yeah, which is interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, that Chan was very unfortunate though with his refills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, no, he had a really good hand. I think. Like he, especially since he also got silent lock LT in hand, but then like it is again Bashindan, so
yeah,
which is a deck with a lot of braves. So
it's like the worst matchup for silent lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I read like Silent Lock's effect, I was like, huh, this is pretty crack. And then I realized that if you are like fighting against other brave decks, then that's this card is a paperweight. That was definitely really fun to see as well. It's kind of nostalgic in a way because you just see Tres Beluga like refreshing the Sagitoppo Dragon. Yeah, that was beautiful. That felt like the first matchup was like it is one-sided. Unfortunately, like if the only thing that could have made it complete if that Chan could have summoned it could have more luck with summoning the Leo strike from Leo Hawk.
Yeah.
Yep. That would have been perfect. That would have been absolute cinema. But like even without that, like yeah, this match already felt kind of like an actual love letter to Battle Spirit Brave. And a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah. Kinda like I get this hype for that. I would probably like drop my popcorn to the whole floor if I were to watch it live.
Yeah.
I
like was it really that serious? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I was half awake when I watched it, so maybe
I mean,
there's...
to be fair, Kuro was very impressive for Kuro as well. Like he literally had everything in hand. It's yes, work with Bladra, manifest, sign just Apollo Dragon, and obviously you had the thought that oh no, that Chan has silent lock LT though. You know what? That's fine. Flash Burning Sun.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm just gonna summon a second copy of Archer Lancer, and then just literally clear all your cards on the bottom there. You can't even gotcha now.
I know, right? Yeah, that Burning Sun, the Burning Sun is also like a very anime choice, and I really like it. Although Burning Sun LT is really strong, but they're still.
I think what's even crazier, which I didn't realize, is like how let me double check. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think it actually no it did. I would say I think it did. But like was it? Yeah, so Starry Draw LT. And then also Silent Lock LT, and then let me check the Fire Paradise. The Fire Paradise LT. No, the Fire Paradise LT doesn't work the same way. But Silent Lock LT and Starry Draw LT, they can add themselves to hand when you're being discarded by an Astral Deity effect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was really curious when like Kuro just went, I'm just gonna discard 6 when he didn't have to. But the whole reason to do that is literally just to roll those card outs and then add them to hand.
Oh yeah, that was such a power move. Like when he discarded 6 and then like, yep, it's a silent lock, started draw, and then like yep, just add 3 cards to hand. It's like you can do that.
Yeah, it's like you can do that, and they also adding free calls to Bashin. That's like, bro.
Like, yeah, that was like,
oh no, I do not have enough calls for Unleash. What do I do?
Just casually like unleash first, and then like think later.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah, that was really stupid. And then obviously, there's also Red World just like doing the god works here.
Exactly. Thank goodness that card is like limited to 1 on release. Oh my goodness! Imagine if like he has like 2 Red World and then like flip.
Yeah, it was really funny when a lot of people were saying it's like, oh yeah, since Red World's getting revival, maybe it's gonna be unlimited. It's like,
you wish.
Nah, bruh.
You fucking wish,
bruh.
You fucking wish, man. Like how are they going to make Red Vault weaker anyway? Like put a limitation on family on it. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Let's just make a weaker revival version. Yeah, no one's gonna use that.
Exactly. Like if the revival version is weaker and then they put that as a pretense to like unlock like the old one, like the old one will be like the real estate here. Like, yep, fuck the new one. I'm going to the old one cannot be searched, but like fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm going to firepower and I'm in it every single thing. And then like yeah. That one laser volley. Yes, probably for later, but it's doing all the guts work as well.
Oh yeah, the laser ball is so stupid.
I know, right?
But like this is like part of why I said that like chaos players might not be too experienced as well. Which we will see later on. It's like, because like the thing is like, if they're actually top players, they would know that right, astral deity, is a thing in the meta. Well, very much a thing.
Yep.
It's nearly dominating, the scene. Like even though like if you look at the charts of like how many red astral deity winning in terms of like short battles, it's like not like a lot of them, but it's a lot in like battle spirit standards. And then obviously it's also like the chart is also more diluted because of like the many results you get. So like from that point, obviously like the other reason can be like, in some of the locals maybe people just don't use red astral deity, which is why the other decks manage to win. But the point is that like, especially when you look at the Japan finals here, you can see how like even though there's only like two red astral deity that made it into the top 16, like they literally made it to the top. Yeah, they literally just destroy everything, made it to the top.
Yep.
Yeah, only two of them made into the top 16, and then literally the top 8 rounds they went into a mirror game. So
did they? Oh,
yeah, they did. Yeah, you can skip ahead.
Okay.
45-55, you can see it there.
Okay.
But yeah, they literally had a mirror game. So like, but even then, just climbing up the ladder with like only 2 to 4 red astral deity and managed to win is crazy.
No, right?
In some sense, yeah.
And they have to hit each other as well.
Yeah, the protagonist power. Yeah. So, should we move on from the first game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so
because we finally have. This is basically like the last one was like the anime watchers like wet dream. This is the producer's wet dream. Like the two new decks is facing each other in the top 8. So Indra and Chaos.
Yeah, Indra versus Chaos in top 8. Yeah. Yeah, this is like also like the first showcase of both decks, like in any like official videos. So it's like it's nice to see. It's nice to see how they play out basically. I'm actually surprised that like Chaos won because like Indra should have been quick enough, but I guess they might have break a little bit.
Oh yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, when you look at all the tech costs instead, which is not the worst, but like I feel like maybe being purer would be better. I don't know. It's like he got some interesting choices as well, actually.
Hamael.
Hamaelu. I don't know.
It's one.
Hayaelu. Yeah. It's like it's a spirit card that's also treated as a magic, which is the flash effect is draw 1, then negate a Nessus or Grammar Nessus effect until what until your next dark step. Yep. Yeah. But it's only one of them, which is why it's not banned or limited like
Holy Sign.
Yellow cards. Like Holy Sign, yeah. I think the TLT is also an interesting choice. Like I've actually seen a lot of the Indralists also playing her, which kind of makes sense because it's like a on summon draw 2 from bottom. You can also call charge because she's a devotee. But like the most important part is that like she has the effect of using the symbols in trash as reductions.
Yep.
So like it's actually a perfect go first card actually, because like you actually no, it has to be go second. My bad. Yeah,
Oh
but like
yeah.
yeah, even then. So like she's I would say she's one of the cards that's basically to help you unbreak kind of like your hand. Because like
Yeah.
obviously if you have a good hand, then TTL is another card.
TIL, TIL.
Uh,
TIL,
yeah,
yeah.
TIL, yeah, names.
Yeah.
Yes, TIL is obviously it's more like to help you unbreak, because if you have a good hand when you go second, like she wouldn't be your first choice on something. Let's be honest.
Yep.
You know, you would just go, deploy injure, then like 1, 2, 3, something like that, and just unga bunga swing.
Yep.
Probably, at least that's how I would play. Um, but obviously with TIL is she also has like the effect where like it becomes free symbols when you're trying to summon a spirit card. So you know, if she survives after the first turn, it means like, you know, you have a lot of symbols to work with. You know, especially with injury on the field, you know, adding reductions and stuff like that. So like, it's just a good card in general. You know, help you draw to give you more reductions. So I can see why people play that. The Chiyu is interesting.
Yeah. And it kind of helped him in one of like the turns. I just realized that it's a cost 5, so it kind of gives kind of like variation on like when your opponent has to lock your hand with uh Alternova.
True. Yeah, but like it depends, because if they see your Blizzard War anyway,
Yeah, true.
they might just lock cost 5. But then also, I suppose it's also the reason why they play 2 Blizzard War LT here. It's like, because like most lists only play 1 Blizzard War LT. So if you're facing Chaos and they see your Blizzard War in trash, they might not bother locking cost 5 effects, because they will assume you only play 1, and obviously they can't lock the Blizzard War in trash anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and then so like that's when you go surprise the motherfucker and just like play
Yeah.
one from hand.
Here's the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know, with that, the King's Command is also an interesting choice, which I suppose it makes sense, because this deck just wants a lot of filter, and like it doesn't really use the burst slot a lot as well. Like you got the cost for Dragon, which is Mag but like you will usually just summon it,
Yes.
then trying to set as a burst. So, you know, having another burst choice, which can help you in both offense and defense, is also really good.
Yep.
I would say the Chiyu is like, it's more for the offense than defense, I think. It's like one of those things where like because like obviously with this deck you can draw when you attack.
Yep.
So like it's probably like to get to one point where it's like, oh, I joined the Chiyu. Oh, I can just end this game with this attack. You know what? Use the Axel, slap it onto the attacking spirit. Now add one more symbol, you know, like things like that. I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Just very that's I tried to make another point, but then my point is actually like the same with yours. So like I was at loss for words there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the chaos list. Well, this is like the first showcase of like a chaos list on the official stream. Interesting choice of cards. Kinda. I mean, it seems very typical for chaos deck actually. Yeah, so we got the Space Crystal Feldum, which is expected. This deck plays with Mirage.
Yes.
You know, a free card that can draw free, draw one. Why the fuck not?
Yes.
Especially since Chaos literally does not play with Burst. So, you know, just like a really good slot for it. And then again, 2 Blizzard War LT. I suppose it's like 4 mirror games.
Oh yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, you know, this deck doesn't really have a lot of defense in general. I mean, Chaos in general is like Do we call them range deck? I think we kind of call them range deck
Mm-mm.
because they just kind of have try to turbo into 6 counters and just win game kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can control with it, but it's not the optimal tactic, I would say, because like it's lacking the effects to actually do any kind of control, like decent control.
Yeah.
But obviously that's why you got the blue world in there, because why the hell not? It's just a good card in general, but especially good in like a mirror game, obviously, because like if you clear their calls, unless they have actually, yeah, if you clear their calls, they literally have no other responses, like for like a chaos deck. Because like even with chaos draw, even if it's in the trash, I think you can only activate it when you set a mirage in your attack step. And let me double check. No, wait, that's not chaos draw. What's it called?
Which one?
Oh, it's like spells differently. There we go. Chaos draw, but with a K instead of C.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh no, it's always doing your own attack step anyway. So literally, if you clear the calls in like a mirror game, literally the only way out is Blizzard War LT. But then like, like if you're playing a mirror game, you should kind of expect what defense they're using anyway. So you'll be locking cost 5 firsthand. Yeah. So like the blue world is definitely very important here. I mean, obviously, if the opponent is also playing blue world, then like that's probably also their only way out, kind of. Yeah. It's like mirror games would be a weird matchup. Like feels bad that we didn't manage to see a mirror game, but it's like, the official probably thought, oh yeah, chaos mirror, who want to see that,
True.
Yeah.
Although, I think we do have
go on.
one in the top 8, right? I think we have one chaos.
We have mirror games in the top, but like they didn't feature it.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah. Actually, can't really remember how did the Indra versus Chaos game go.
Yeah, it's basically the Indra kind of the the thing that left the most impression to me. I didn't really like. Ayumu is going to analyze everything for you guys, so I'm just going to describe my feeling. What is the hype that I was feeling? I was like, I mean, like Indra looking at the list, it's mostly still an aggro list, so you don't really expect like lots of interactions are going to come out of it. But like surprisingly, like on the last turn of Iota, so who uses the chaos. It's surprising, like the JD was still able to kind of like dish out. Okay, so like first like basically like he still have lots of, JD still have lots of blockers, so Iota cannot really remove that, and then he still attacks, and then I forgot why, but like one of his out is like Michelangelo, like the cost 3 spirit with the when summon effect. And then basically when he summoned Michelangelo, he triggered the King's Command, which allows JD to take more cards from his deck. Like basically he still like tries to his best to kind of like dig through his deck, like get all the things that he can, all the tools that he can still somewhat use. Like there's still a lot of and then there's that one moment where the GULT basically like helps to remove like one of the attackers as well. Unfortunately, I don't think it can work against Outer Nova, but yeah, still, it removes one attacker. But in the end, even though he was able to escape like all the one shot, like the 4 symbol attacks from that was given by the Chaos Concluser, like in the end, he got hit by Nova. He was able to activate the Blizzard Wall, but he has like 1 life left, and yeah, that was all for naught. But he still tried his best in there.
Yeah, I feel like Iota also kind of got lucky because he got 2 Blizzard Wall.
Oh yeah,
literally 1 in hand, 1 in trash, and that kind of helped him to delay a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, and against Indra, which is an aggro deck, that was the ticket. I think even JD at one point, like he can bring Iota down to 2 lives, and he chose to okay. So maybe that's not the wisest thing. Let's not give him more cores, and then like turns out he has enough. Like if he gave him even more course, then he can just heal more from Alter Nova. So that's another thing that even though that might be a little bit more upsetting, because then when he if in the case where JD survived, then that's one more core that Iota can work with when he is receiving the attacks, right?
Well, no, he didn't decide not to attack, especially because Iota triggered Blizzard Wall from Trash.
Yeah. I think like it after he triggered that, like I think if he attacks like one more time, like he can reduce it by one. Reduce his life by one.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why he did that, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, he should have attacked. No, you're right. Yeah. Because he can draw one more, and if it's down to 2, it means like he can just Grand Sagittal over.
Oh yeah, there's that as
or
well.
even just like brave something with Chiyu and just like win the game. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that he didn't do that. A lot of people in my chat were saying like he also also saying that he misplayed. So maybe it was a misplay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like he has to play.
Yeah.
At this point, he has playing 7 rounds against the best players in Japan. So like, there's that as well. Like, I think like at that point, like the stress level is going to be very high as well. So yeah, I can't really play him either. And there's a fairly new deck that he has to get used to as well, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but they will get their second chances in the Asia final. So we'll see if we can actually see them again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we?
Yeah. Wait, I'm just like quickly skipping through. Oh yeah, he did trigger King's Command and then drew into the Chiyu.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, why didn't he? Actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. Actually, no, yes, it did matter. Like, well, yes and no. So like, he blocked the first attack, and then he chose to do nothing. But he should have. I feel like he should have. Just actually no. Was it because Chaos was like no? It was at level 2. Yeah. It should have just used Chill and bounce Chaos to hand. Before they made an attack. Well, not even to hand. Oh no, wait! It has to be a level 3. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that has to be like, because like yellow sometimes have like the effect where if it's not the highest level. I thought that was going to be that case, but it has to be exactly level 3. Yeah, that's make things a little bit way more tricky actually.
Yeah. So like he literally had no response, basically, which is very unfortunate. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and the one time where he used the Axel to summon the Chiyu, like Iota actually has that one answer to destroy the Chiyu as well. Very unfortunate. Yeah. You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
So the next one, we have our boy Ayumu. Well, not this Ayumu, but like this. If I have a penny for every Ayumu that plays blue, as a pro player, I would have 2 penny. But like it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
I
can't remember what his last deck was actually. It's been a lot of tournaments as well.
Yeah, I think like his
hard to track it down.
Like Ayumu is one of the pro players, right? So like
and he definitely is. Yeah, you see him Extreme League and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I think like if
I think he represents full ahead. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think like once you are a pro player, you can't really tie yourself to like quote unquote an identity, right? Like you kind of have to play whatever is quote unquote also available to you. So kind of like, okay, so what is information that is most available in your team? What is the matchup that is pretty much required by your team for you to play? Like there are lots of factors that doesn't really tie to your identity, of course. There's also the fact the most thing is probably the factor of your comfort. So like so like if you are more comfortable like playing Chaos instead of Indra, then maybe you will be they will consider like giving you the chaos instead. But like for the most part, you can't really stick to, okay, I'm going just to play blue. I'm just going to play control. Like sometimes you have to change, like depending on like what is actually like viable at the moment, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what the players want, really. Some want to set up like an image, either just for the fun of it or because maybe not in Battle Spirits, but in something like Pokemon, it's good to stick to one deck because what it means is that if you actually get good with that deck, you can open like master classes. To teach people how to play it. And even if not, obviously you can like, it still proves your skills, right? So you can like even just start a YouTube channel, talk about all the matchups, stuff like that, and like you will still get followers anyway. So like when it comes to identity, it's a lot more important if you wanna gain profit from it, basically. I'm not sure what's the case in Battle Spirits.
Yeah, I think in Battle Spirits it's a little bit different because it's still quote unquote a little bit corporate if you want to play as a pro. Like I think like in the Western sphere it's a little bit easier for you to be kind of like an indie pro. So like basically you just do it by yourself or with a small group of friends, then you can kind of like do it a little bit easier. But I think like in Japan it's a little bit, I think like you can also watch my interview with Guren as well. I think although it was like way years ago and he's no longer playing in Cardbox, but like I think like some of the points that he made still kind of like relevant. So basically like one of their main business model as a pro player to get like funding for their pro activity is basically making articles for the online media.
Yes.
So basically for the shops, online media that are owned by like the shops. Like the shops in Japan, they're like huge corporation. Like you don't really see them as LGS. They're basically like Walmart, but they only sell cards, exclusively cards.
Yes. No, literally. Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously you still have LGS, but like the ones that you usually hear, especially when you're outside of Japan, the ones that you hear is usually more like corporations. Yeah.
So that's basically their main thing. And usually why I feel like the identity thing is not as prevalent in pro players, in the actual pro players, because we do have like prominent casual players like BP-san, for example. Like he's just playing blue, for example. But like for the actual pro player like Komainu, like Guren, like JD, like Ayumu, like they are pretty much the business model that is supporting them is pretty much kind of like you have to be able to quote unquote play everything.
Yes.
So basically you are not really in the business of like providing mastery over like one single concept, but like kind of like, okay, so you have to provide a general information of like everything that's going on pretty much. Yeah. I think that's kind of like plays a big role as well on why you kind of like switch between decks more often in Japan than in the West as a pro player.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But also again, like as Ayumu have mentioned, Chaos is still pretty new, so you can kind of like see already some variation, especially in the defense as well. Like comparing between Ayumu and Yota's list. Yep. Ayumu just to bring Diamond Wall as well. I think that is, that kind of works in the mirror.
Just one copy,
Yeah. So which means that if you expect that their opponent will play Blizzard Wall, then you can just now is the time. Fly, my Diamond Wall Revival, fly.
Yeah, and then also another thing that I didn't point out in the last list is like how like a lot of Chaos players also play free stream draws.
Oh yeah.
So Eno asked me a very interesting question, which is why did they chose to play stream draw instead of strong draw revival? Yeah. Because like obviously this deck plays with Mirage. So if you play strong draw revival, also means like if you want to take the Mirage back, you can just set down strong draw, and then like take whatever you need back to hand. So my speculation is for a few reasons. So one of them is because this game has no early removal.
Yeah.
I mean, technically there is,
Mm-mm.
which is like the temple, the Chaos Temple
Yes.
with the Mirage Affair, but it's not reliable, and it's not like a lot of them. Like you have to obviously have to join the temple, and then you have to set as a Mirage as well. So having Stream Draw as an option helps a little bit, just a little bit, because like when you discard another copy of Stream Draw, then you get to destroy something with cost 3 or less.
Yes.
I think. What's the other condition? I think it is if you have 3 counters or more, something like that. Let me double check real quick.
Yeah, but I have the same thought. I think like that's
if you have 5 counters or more, then the limit becomes like cost 8 or less as well. So
which is pretty
like
crack.
Yeah, which is actually pretty crack. So like that's also an option for like a late game thing. The other reason is because with Strong Draw Revival, you can take some magic back to hand, but first of all, the one thing is that like the only magic you use in this deck, well, blue magic, are filter magic.
Yes.
So if you have to recycle them, you're doing something wrong.
That's fair.
Yeah. Not to mention with Chaos being focused on Nessus, like there are rarely in the cases where you have 3 or more blue spirits on the field. So like it's not like you can actually use the Mirage Affair or Strong Draw as well. So there is that, and especially since again, the whole point of adding the filter magic in this deck is to to use them for filters. So again, if you're setting down Strong Draw as a Mirage, you're doing something wrong. Yeah. And then also like the last thing is that I would say just in general, like the additional 3000 BP from the Flash Effect of Stream Draw probably will come to more handy than the Mirage Effect of Strong Draw, I would say. So yeah, so like there are quite a few reasons why Stream Draw is being played rather than Strong Draw. Well, that's my 2 cents, but I don't think I'm too far off, honestly.
Yeah. I think like the destruction is definitely going to be like the first reason.
Yes, it's the whole reason why Stream Draw replaced Strong Draw in the first place. Even back when it was first released. Yeah,
but the plus 3000 is actually also really fair because you do like the only quote unquote weakness of Chaos is that you can still block them. So like, and Alter Nova at level 2 is like 12k. Chaos is like 15k. So that's really big still, but like it is still on a wave where some exhaust blocker that has immunity can still pretty much get away with. And Ghost 3 is usually going to be like one of like the one that is not prioritized to be locked with Alter Nova. So like imagine if you actually just I'm going to do my Alter Nova and then your opponent I'm going to finish the game now, and then you start the attack step and then your opponent just flash your opponent just throws out the start, like the start thing. Like the putty start, like the big putty start.
Oh my god. Bruh.
I was like,
Bruh. Yeah. Well, so like, just in general, like BP, I mean, PP comparison is just the whole point of this game. So like you will probably still encounter situations where PB comparison happens and you kind of want to win that one for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So I would say it's like having a choice for increasing BP is definitely better than trying to recycle some filter magic.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then we see Ayumu is going to face a returning player, Kuro.
Oh, what a surprise.
I know, right? Yeah. I remember like one of the most memorable thing is that on his second last turn. So basically on his second last turn, like Kuro attacks with Shintress Nova, of course. Shintress Sagittarius Upload Dragon. Ayumu took the attack and then he activated Blizzard Wall. But of course, Kuro has laser volley, so he negated that as well. But then Ayumu came back with the diamond wall and was fucking hit. But like in the end, like Ayumu only has like one single chaos on his field because it's still turn 2 or turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
So like but then like with all the core set, basically he like lost like 4 lives during this process, and he basically just built a whole port out of that. Yeah, that was actually like that was a that was pretty hype built up as well. Fortunately, yeah.
It's really funny how like somehow both the decks managed to break in this game.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the game where like Kuro drew until like 10 cards left in his deck and still haven't found a Signtress.
Yes. So actually
three of them.
Yeah, actually like this is the one game that they actually like reached the timeout. And by the time out, like both player pretty much has 5 lives because of Alter Nova, of course. Both players has 2 cards left in their deck. That was like never thought it was going to reach this point.
Yeah. So Kuro managed to break through because obviously Signtress can do life burn, so it bypasses Blizzard Wall LT. You know, but like obviously just because like so even if Ayumu blocks. That's already like 1 to 2 life burn done already. Like we were actually saying, like I feel like Ayumu like definitely did something wrong, like in his last turn as well, and because like he probably could have gone for the deck count. And and but like actually no, well I wouldn't really say he did something wrong. It's more like he really couldn't do it. Because he only played 1 diamond wall, so it's like. So obviously, even if he plays Blizzard Wall, he's still reducing 1 life. Kinda. Actually, no. He probably could have. He probably could have. Like if he tried to reduce more lives. I would have to rewind. Kind of exactly remember how it goes. Like, obviously we can just like theorize everything on hindsight, but we never really know what was the actual situation there.
Exactly. Like, when you are like sitting on the table itself, it's like, yep. Your head is like all blank, and also like there's a different pressure that comes from like being stream as well. Like I think like one of the praise that the MC actually gave to Kuro at the end of it was basically because spoiler, he was being streamed like 3 times, and by the end of it he was like, yeah, I think by the end of it was like, yeah, I think like I got used to this. This is my stage now. Yeah, props to Kuro for that actually.
Yeah. So okay, I think I'm pretty sure this was the game where Ayumu activated Alter Nova like 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
In 1 turn. Which is like let's be honest, it was like the bare minimum. Literally like in like a good matchup, Chaos could activate the Alter Nova even more times. But like he chose 479 when realistically he should have chose 459. Yeah. So like he literally had a chance to win there, but it's literally the thing where like he chose the wrong cost to negate. Obviously, as audience, we can see both sides. So we know what's going on. But from the point of Ayumu, he was basically making a bet. Because the thing is like so the reason why he chose 7 was mainly because of Southern Cross Flame LT. At least that's what we assume. And then obviously the second reason is in case they play Rising Apollo Dragon, which some lists do play, not a lot as you can see. Actually, probably you wouldn't see because it's always been Kuro like this whole stream.
We don't know what the other guy plays.
But I'm pretty sure like with some lists I've seen on Twitter, yes, some of them do play Rising Apollo Dragon. So So the whole reason why he chose 479 there, let me just try to skip ahead and try to examine his boss states just to remind myself. There we go. Okay, yeah. So he was attacking with. So his boss state was chaos and 2 of the seekers, which is cost free. He can. I don't know what's his hand to see his hand, but yeah, his hand has basically nothing. So he literally. Actually, no, it's kind of okay. Yeah. So he's. I don't know, like, cause like, if he hits the live and then Kuro has Southern Cross Flame, that would means. Yeah, that would means both of his seekers gone. But like, I don't know, cause like when he's attacking, he did summon Nova after that as well. So it's like, realistically, he should win either way. Cause like, assuming like, actually maybe not. I don't. I actually, to be fair, I don't really know what he was expecting there. The more I think about it, cause like, okay, so it's like, Kuro did have the cost to use, even just using someone cost flame during flash instead of taking live. I guess that's what he was thinking about. And what it means is that, okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah. What it means is that he could use Southern Cross Flame in the flash, destroy Chaos, which was the one attacking with 4 symbols. And then after that, even if Ayumu stretch it, he can only do like 4 maximum. Actually, no, even less than that, because the revival Bashindan was still at could still use the grand skill.
Yeah.
So that means 1 seeker gone. Yeah, so that would definitely be only like 4 maximum. Because like he did set down Beowulf as a mirage, which means he can summon from something from trash. But like if 1 more spirit is gone, then there's only 4 lives maximum. But even then, that's probably should be what he's gone for. Like he should have just risked the 7 cost fling, I feel like. Because I say he did destroy Chaos, but then he's still hitting Kuro down to 1. While he would be able to recover to 5 with Nova.
Yeah.
Actually, no. No, what am I saying? No, it wouldn't matter because he doesn't have any more defense in hand. So like then like, because like Kuro would be taking the last turn, which means he could just like summon Shine Chest and just like blow up everything, win the game.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's why he had to risk he has to like seal the 7 cost flame. Yeah. So obviously, choosing cost 4 is obviously because of Silent Lock LT.
Oh yeah.
Choosing cost 9 is also obviously because of Shine Chest. Especially since Kuro has only like 2 costs left in deck. So he should be expecting Shine Trust in hand already. I guess what he was, yeah. So like it was literally just like a choice of like betting on which defense card Kuro was using. But like, so cause like what Eno argued was that like, so with Blizzard War LT, especially with the Red Astral Deity deck, everyone only plays 1 copy. Versus Southern Cross Flame, which people just only play 1 copy. But like obviously, if you're sealing cost 7, what you're also sealing is Rising Apollo Dragon, which is you know, let's even say they only play 1 copy of it. You know, that would still mean a higher chance than Blizzard War LT because they have 2 copies of cost 7 versus 1 copy of cost 5. which was probably what Ayumu was thinking there.
Mm-mm.
Because like if they managed to manifest up Rising Apollo Dragon X3 and just straight up destroy Chaos, yeah, he still would have lost there, literally. So yeah, it was just like a matter of betting, and like he betted the wrong choice, so
Yeah.
it was just like him being unfortunate, I would say. Yeah. It was a nice food for thought, like what you should have done as like a chaos player there.
Mm-mm.
But then again, there's just like so many times that you can confirm what you can do, and sometimes you literally just have to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just the answer is just not there.
Yeah. So it was very unfortunate. He literally could have had a chance, and it would be nice. Because honestly, let's be honest, I don't really like the red astral deity deck. It's literally a hold your hand deck. You don't even have to think that much. Just like draw, shine, trust, win game.
I know, right? That is also why like I feel like very weird about this tournament. It's like, this is not supposed to be like the games that I would like to watch, but like why am I being hyped right now? This is not right. But like would have loved to have watched this like live with popcorns and stuff and hot dogs. Yeah, that all have been fired though. Like, yeah, imagine if like next year, and let's make it a target next year. I'll get the job this year. We'll go to finals next year. And we're going to eat a hot dog while we're watching it.
Lamau.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. Of course, when we have the semifinal, you have the final. So you have Kuro fighting against Honda, which is again is using chaos. But so basically, Kuro doesn't only have to fight against Barone. He has to fight against his other self, which is also a red astral deity, and then you have to fight chaos twice. And
accurate to the lore,
to the fucking brim. Because you know what the MC pointed out? Currently, you know who is fighting in the lore? Dan versus Chaos. Yeah. So technically, Dan in the lore is using Indra, but like, yeah, it's close enough. It's at least the same person.
Yeah, it's at least the same person. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like Dan fighting the final boss as usual, doing the God's work. Yeah. And yeah, Honda is using a pretty much. Don't know if it's just the order is different, but like it's definitely more colorful. Also because all of his top ends are like secrets. It's fucking shiny on top of there.
Yeah. So Honda's list is also very interesting. Only playing 2 chaos.
Yeah.
Instead of 3, but in some sense it makes sense because like most of the time you really only want to play you only play more copies of like the contract is because you can add more counters with it. But obviously with chaos the counter gain is only once per turn, same name.
Yep.
So there is like very little reasons to play more copies than that. Like probably like the only reason you want to play more is like you can spam the contract skill, but even then it's only like draw 1, discard 1. Like in most cases it's not like the most useful. So it kind of makes sense why I only choose to play 2 copies of it. And then other stuff that he put in that the other people didn't was 1 copy of Randolph, which prevents the end of the attack step, and then can somehow do core depletion.
Yes.
And then also Mirage Effect can clear calls on Grammar Kinesis. And then also 1 copy of Chaos Moment, which is another like removal magic. So just like more defense for the deck. And then finally 1 copy of Bloodshed Blade Revival. Which is actually now that I think about it, that it would be a good counter against Red Astral Deity. Because so Red Astral Deity has no effects to prevent the end of the attack step. Yeah. And because Shine Trust would most likely deal life burn at you, so before you even lose, you can just use Bloodshed Blade and then like bounce the Shine Trust and then like end the attack step. The other good thing is also because like the ending attack step effect is on the spirit, you know, as a reborn effect. So Laser Volley also cannot negate that. Yeah. So like that is actually would be a really good choice, and like I would say Honda is probably someone who actually did read the meta well. And like because like but unfortunately in the final games, as we will see, he still lost to Laser Volley because only got Blizzard War.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean when it's like, you know, it might have been good if people like actually like respect the Laser Volley and try to use other kind of defense.
Yes.
Yeah. Cause like, you know, that would definitely help a lot because like literally from what we've seen, a lot of the players literally just lost to Laser Volley. Like they could like handle it.
Yep.
But they just lost to Laser Volley. Like Ayumu technically would have as well, but he just so happened to have a Diamond War in hand and also have enough cost to do that.
Yeah.
You know, which is like still kind of a pretty niche situation, you know. Yeah.
But that niche situation actually makes it way more hype.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean that's the point. Hype,
Yeah.
like it's only hype because you see the niche situations happening. You know, let's be
Exactly.
honest.
Yeah. But yeah, also you
Yeah,
chose
but like
us to bring
oh,
three
go on,
Blizzard Wall, by the way, instead of Stream Call.
yeah. That's like wow, damn, isn't that a
Yeah.
little bit overkill?
That's a very brave choice.
Some of us was discussing that like perhaps Gardenia War is Gardenia Field is a choice for Chaos. Yeah, to like kind of prevent the life burn. Like it also means like especially with Honda's list, like Gardenia Field would definitely be a choice. I would say maybe like 2 copies, so that you don't get discarded. Like and then like it's done. You know, you don't get discarded by the core charge, and then like, oops, it's over. You know, kind of thing. And so like, cause like obviously what it means is like, you know, if you just use Gardenia Field and you got 3 copies of Blizzard War, like even if they laser volley your Blizzard War, then like the high chances that you have a second copy to use. Yeah.
But yeah, alas, Kuro's hand in the final match was pretty much reminiscent of like what we just saw in the Indonesia regional qualifier wave 3 as well. He had the god
like
hand. He
literally had the god hands.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I was like watching like most of the matches alone, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a final. It's just a final. I have to sleep now because I have to work after this. But like, yeah, fine. I'll watch one more. There's nothing after this anyway, right? Like, I can watch one more match, and then I was like, randomly I opened Discord, and then we have like our team's Discord, and then I converse with Fikri, and I was like, yeah. I was just jokingly saying to him like, "Oh God, please, like just this once, like let him like win on turn 2 so I can go to sleep like right away." And he fucking did.
Like, oh my god, honestly, Fire Paradise, and like who the fuck thought about that card?
Yeah.
It's like, to be fair, but like I was saying, like if they're going to limit something, the higher likely choice is actually Bashin Dan Revival.
Oh yeah.
Because like obviously with Fire Paradise, like yeah, like it gives a lot of cause to contract Dan. But you know, in general, the deck can generate enough cause for it anyway. So like that's not the worst part of the effect. Giving the extra reduction is actually also kind of fine. Because like it's only -1 cost. And then also because like contract down, if you need to summon it with contract down, it gives you full you pay in full reduction anyway. But Revival Dan is like the biggest problem there, actually. Because
Yes.
because it gives too much value as one
Mm-mm.
card.
Yes.
Like, it changes all the reductions on like Devotee Braves to red.
Mm-mm.
So like literally what I witnessed there is that like he played with Revival Dan, Fire Paradise, then you summon Evil Fisher-LT, which is literally just becomes 3/3.
Mm-mm.
Just casually filter 2 and remove 1 core from the opposite ground condenses.
Mm-mm.
And it's like, I don't have enough reductions. That's fine. Activate contract skill. Summon Falcon Arms at 4/4. You know what? Just casually filter 3/2. It's like, yeah, it's like I think like the revival Bashin Dangram, okay,
Mm-mm.
is like it's like the biggest culprit there.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Yeah.
cause like especially since like another thing is like, oh, okay, it changes the reduction to red. It also gives you 1 draw
Yeah, like
whenever you
who
summon the brave.
like who the fuck thought that will be who the fuck that thought that it's going to be acceptable thing?
And then the grand skill also destroy Nessus.
Yeah.
Like, which is like the worst part.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause obviously what it means is that, so like we were saying like cause like we were discussing, okay, wow, this is like the highest cap
Mm-mm.
of like the meta deck we can get right
Mm-mm.
now. How do we even reverse that?
Mm-mm.
And like I was like, for me, I would say the answer is just like what Bandai has always done,
Mm-mm.
which is like they just do like a cycle of like aggro meta and then
Mm-mm.
control meta.
Yep.
But like control, in terms of control meta, it depends on like how they do it.
Mm-mm.
Because arguably, you got the night contracts right
Mm-mm.
now,
Yeah.
Yggdrasil and the Argents. And then, from like the lower end, you also have like Yumkash, with
Mm-mm.
like with the fungal beds and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Fungi.
Yeah, and then Chaos is also kind of control if you really insist.
Mm-mm.
Not right now because they doesn't have enough cards, but maybe next set, depending on what we get.
Mm-mm.
But in general, unless you're playing like contrast spirits,
Mm-mm.
most control decks will probably still need a large amount of Nessus.
Mm-mm.
So it's like Revival Dan would be a problem when it comes to like, designing future cards because, yeah, like if you really insist, you can just force all the control decks to be like dependent on spirits, like
Mm-mm.
more Athens, or maybe like more contract groundworker necesses where you can abuse groundworker necesses so that they don't get destroyed,
Mm-mm.
and it's like more manifest from there.
Yeah.
But that's definitely not the case because
Mm-mm.
obviously with next set coming in, we have like the normal necesses.
Yay.
Like I would assume that they probably might still have revive,
Mm-mm.
something along those lines.
Mm-mm.
But even then, imagine you're trying to play this new deck,
Mm-mm.
and the opponent literally just destroy your contract necess every single turn.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that's gonna work out, but so
Yeah.
like I feel like bashing down revival might be a target of like limitation or even
Mm-mm.
ban.
Yeah.
Yeah. That or Bandai start giving out more more protection on necesses,
Mm-mm.
which is very unlikely because like if you do that, then it just becomes extreme controls for some
Mm-mm.
decks.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause like obviously like Kusanagi already like gave you like a look on like what happens
Mm-mm.
when
Oh yeah.
you have necesses with immunity.
Mm-mm.
Like it just becomes like good stuff deck all over again. And let's be honest, the players are gonna do that.
Yeah. I mean, like, even the worst thing that they can do is to make the new contract nexuses pretty much kind of like the Grandstone. Kind of like, they have like decent effect, but they don't have symbols. And most of the only thing is they stay on the field. But even then, I guess like people can still play. It's basically still a Castle Golem fodder at that moment. So,
Yeah, exactly. Like that would be like a very big problem as well.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like, and like the funniest part is that like we were also speculating that if you knock out Dan from the meta,
Yeah.
it literally resets the whole meta. Because like because like right now a lot of decks are just like revolving around Dan basically. You know, you got they got like some decks at the lower end where they try to target the other decks, but like at the end the biggest problem is still the red astral deity. And they got Battlenair with the white astral deity, which is literally designed to counter bashing down.
And it
Like that's literally the only reason why it's in meta right now. Yeah. So like if bashing down is gone, Battlenair is just gonna be gone together.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a hero deck. It's like not stable enough. So like if the main point of counter is gone, Battlenair, like people just like, you know, there's not really a reason to play Battlenair anymore, kind of thing. Superstar is still kind of alright right now. It's like a bit slower than the other decks, so you still have decent rooms to like try to counter it. Obviously, you got quite a bit more piercing effects in like the recent environment as well. So you know, Dark Worm, Nova XV or like 10, you know, they're not like the biggest problems. But like the biggest part is that if Bashindan is gone, it means Nyx and Takeru, etc. You know, like the slightly older, well, quote unquote older, control decks will be coming back. So you literally just need a way. You just need even like one good deck to knock out Bashindan from the meta. And then you can just kind of reset the meta. Like you don't even need a lot of new control decks. You just need one good one. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. And yeah, unless there's a ban list, we'll be able to know in like 6 months now. Yeah, the only thing about Eternal is now the meta is going to be longer. It's going to be cooking way.
The meta is going to be a lot more stale.
Yeah.
I feel like, because like it really depends, but I really don't think the standard cards are gonna change anything.
Yeah.
Like even if you have like if you have like one or two good soul magic, it's like it might change the way some people put defense in their decks, but you know, like that's kind of about it.
Also, the best decks also has the same access to it, so like doesn't even change anything. It might even solidify their position.
I mean, I don't know. Like maybe there's a deck which doesn't really use a lot of soul core, just like suddenly come out with like a lot of soul magic. But even then, I doubt that just because like soul magic, like because they're still tuned for standard level, like their power in general just like lower.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they brought back the God King so that you can use the soul magic more often. But then you can't pay the cost from your life, so doesn't really work.
No, I think actually kind of contradicts each other. Actually,
true.
Oh. Yeah, like I feel like the God King's coming back is so like this is I would say they did plan about this. So obviously now with contract ground connections, it means a lot of people using manifest, you know, which relies on soul core a lot more as well.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, with the new era coming in, we have the contract normal necessits. We don't know what it's going to do, but the whole point of it is also, you know, to kind of reset the meta, you know, to kind of get rid of the older decks. I mean, let's be honest, that's the corporational work anyway.
Yep.
You know, just to get rid of the old cards so you can use the new decks. So this would have been a good timing for God Kings to come back in as well. Because now they're giving you new decks with new uses, well, quote unquote, new uses for the soul core.
Yes.
You know, which obviously, first of all, it means that you can't really lump them together with like the contract ground decks. Because, like, you know, they need the soul core for manifest, but if you're gonna put the soul core into your life, then, you know, things might be different. So it just kind of, it's just kind of like one of those things where like the Bandai timed it probably really well. I would say they probably did think about this part, not just a coincidence, but like they timed it well to release contract nesses and the God Kings at the same time. They could
Mm.
basically like give you 2 reasons to stay away from contract ground narcissus.
Wow. That was actually pretty deep.
Nah.
So let's get back to something simpler.
Nah.
But yeah, that so yeah, I mean like even from Kuro's first, then like it was very obvious that his hand was like very good.
Yeah.
His opponent's so Honda's hand was like good enough, but like I think he ended his first turn literally with just chaos, and pretty much like one Blizzard
And a
Wall.
Seeker, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, but like the Seeker isn't gonna do anything, yeah.
Exactly. And then yeah, basically after that, because he has like Blizzard Wall in his trash, like Fikri just said that yep. Basically all we basically just said yeah. Basically all that we need is for him to top deck the laser volley on his next turn, and then lo and behold, what did he draw for his turn? Laser fucking volley. Because like I think like at that point like Kuro already has like Chantress on his hand. He already basically has everything, and then I was like, and then because I was like very much close to having to go to sleep, right? So I was like, how is he going to pay for the and then I forgot the Chantress. Sajato Apollo Dragon is a fucking Emperor Spirit, so of course he has really Unleash as well, so he can take care of the core problem as well.
He recycled the cores at the start of anyway, so
yeah.
I think what I really like about that play, which is like, I mean, it should be like a common sense between competitive players, but like probably not so much for casual players. It's like, you know, obviously he dealt the life burn. And Honda triggered Blizzard Wall LT. I would say a lot of situations, like a casual player, I mean, let's be honest, me included, like I probably wouldn't have seen that until like hindsight. But like Kuro actually waited to use the laser volley. Like he basically only hit one into Honda, so they only have 3 cores to use with 3 lives left.
Yep.
The whole reason is obviously because if he used laser volley there and hit 2, it means if Honda had like a diamond wall in hand, he would have stopped the turn. So he deliberately only hit 1 and a swing with Shine Trust again, and then now he uses the laser volley. So then he would hit 2. So like, you know, so the Honda would have only 3 cores, so practically no ways to use any magic. And even if he uses like Bloodshed Blade to block that one attack. Actually no. If he had Bloodshed Blade, he would have waited until Shine just hit the life anyway. But like yeah, so like basically he's telling Honda's like, you need Bloodshed Blade or you just lose it here. Yeah, and then obviously it's also to stage the final attack with Bladra.
Exactly. Like the moment he declared that attack with Bladra, I was like, I was basically standing up. I was like, oh my god, how much power would he have felt in his blood when he declared that fucking attack, man? I was just watching on the sidelines, and I was like fucking awake at that moment. I cannot sleep for 2 hours after that. I was like, oh my goodness, I am witnessing someone got massacred by a freaking Bladra in the fucking regional final. Oh my god, this is absolute cinema. This is just this just completes like the whole tournament arc. Like again, this is like the whole tournament is just like lots of because of the nature of the red Astral Deity deck, like lots of it can feel like very one-sided, but like again, this is like the most hype I have ever been watching a bunch of like really pretty much like a one-sided match. That's like how did he do it? This is I am willing to pay like entry fee to watch this live. Even though like even if we watch it live, like because of the nature of the card games as well, and how small comparative like the board, like the information is to the whole audience, like in the end we'll be just watching like quote unquote like live on stage. But like yeah, that will still have been like with the whole audience, and if we are all in the same page and we all cheer together, imagine the energy in the room, man. That would have been very hard. They needed to create a spectator area for this, like paid or not, make a spectator area, film the spectator area as well. That will have completed the hype to the fullest.
Yeah.
That was very hype. We have a lot to catch up. And yeah, I thought whenever we do like the commentary, right? Like I always try to focus on, even though I'm the hype man and Ayumu is the analytic man, like I still try to pretty much dig out like what is like interest, like part that can be amplified in the current moment. And then the whole, like like one of the most impression I got from the comments from the Guardians, pretty much, yep. After this tournament is over, I'm going to go home and order like all the secrets for chaos online, because they are very beautiful. I was like, huh. I guess that's something that I can do. I will go home and order 3 chaos throw just because. Even though spoiler for our other video, I did get the study invitation.
Wow.
I'm still bitter about that, but I guess what can we do? Yeah. Again, the sign intention is a very pretty card, so I guess that kind of works. But yeah, that was an unfortunate timing to be getting that card. That's all I can say. Yeah, but yeah, I do feel very hype. I wish like more of like we can see more of like the regional finals from other regions as well. Maybe I need to start asking friends to get the footage from Malaysia and Singapore as well.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, we never know, right? Like, because of the nature of the tournament, sometimes it's not going to be all winners, but I feel like, again, like, even personally to the players themselves, there are going to be moments where, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of just for you, even if it's just for yourself, gets to kind of look back and see, okay, I did that. I hit that. I might have messed up a little bit. I might have drawn one extra card, but like I still did that. I mean, like, again, I mean, like, I say that as if I didn't fondly rewatch like my finals video from like 2016, like over and over again. Cause like, yeah, how the fuck did I did that in 2016? My opponent has 13 lives. I have 1. How did I do that? It was like, at that point I was like, because like halfway through the match, right? I was like my deck kind of like hinge on Alice being like the advent bet for like Mad Hatter. And I summoned to Alice, and then my opponent, because I wasn't really familiar with how Digimon is going to work with each other. I already locked his Digivolution, by the way. So I was like, haha, most of them are fine. And then he just casually advented the Piedmon, and then like he removed both of my Alice. I was like, oh my god, everything has been going well until now. Maybe this is not my day. And then like I survived the next turn, and then I saw my hand and I realized I have like Meliel, and I was like, huh, maybe I'm not out of option yet. I may be out of Alice, but I'm not out of bullets. I can just lift my gun and shoot him. Which is an even more beautiful metaphor, because like the most recent addition to the deck is literally the Gunbrave. Yep. And yeah, actually won because of the Gunbrave as well, so yeah, even more beautiful. Oh my my goodness. Yeah, I wish that you can bring more of that hype moment back, at least to the players themselves, and especially and to other people as well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like even the Indonesian regional finals. Please do watch them if you haven't. Please do that. Please do that. Yeah. Even Fikri watches his matches again, and then he said that kind of wanted to play Patiglo again in the Japan final now. I was like, I mean, that's a strong choice, but
yeah, it would be a strong choice actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know if it's going to play that. So this is not technically not a leak, but yeah. Yeah, it was just like heartwarming to see him. Like, yeah, I'm considering this because I was like watching my old video. I was like, yeah, maybe if I cut into extreme game, I know that this is going to be that to my own detriment, but I'm probably going to go with a Mad Hatter of some sort. Just going to try to lift the hype, and I'm going to be defeated on turn 2 because I break everything. I have like 3 Mad Hatter in hand, and then I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's going to be my life. And then like I will go back to the dressing room crying, and then like either you or Amamiya or whoever I can bring there somehow, going to be like, for the camera, you guys are going to comfort me, but like once the camera stops rolling, you will be like, why the fuck did you choose to bring that deck? Now we could have gone somewhere. We could have eaten Wagyu with the money, but like you fuck up. You pick like the high rollers of the high roll choice, and then now we lost everything. Now we have to leave Japan in shame. Yeah. Hopefully one day, yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh well. One day. one day you're going to play Purple Control again in the extreme game. Just like in the day of your Grand Open. Yeah. Yeah, all this time is like pretty much drained me. I was like, yeah, now that this ended, like, yeah, I have to wait until next month for the grand final now. This only like 3 weeks away, I think, but like it feels like so far away.
Yeah, that's always the case.
But then again, it will be like 3 days before, and like it's 3 days from now. I haven't prepared fucking anything. I haven't even bought like the popcorns.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's make sure we plan for that then.
Yep. Let's do that. I think it's going to be fun as well. Like if we do, I mean, like we can't really like the Japan final. Of course, going to be like the one that is most well documented. But I guess like you guys like it, do let us know in the comments that maybe at least we can talk a little bit about like whenever there's a regional final happening. Maybe we can talk a little bit about like the results. Maybe not much as detailed of a matchup like we do today, because like today we do get to see everything live stream. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Well, like again, especially for Malaysia, we do have a member that we can inquire, we can interrogate him. So like, yeah, do let us know in the comments. And as always, if you guys have any other comments, requests, or questions, do feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, do feel free to comment down below. The list that we are talking about are all on the official Twitter. Along with later I might just make a one single document where we have like the link for the live stream and the deck list. So if you are listening to this on the audio platform, you should be able to kind of like check them out as well. Yeah, I guess now that we have to cool down, Ayumu has to go to a better place and I have to lay down and process all this hype that is turning in my head right now. I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next thing. Bye bye. I am now sad.
What?